Welcome to Creepin' It Real. I am Judah. Over here is my very good friend, Jacob. And behind the camera is the ball pit connoisseur,
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Gabe.
Hey.
He climbed up a ladder.
Four rungs, by the way.
4.
I have a
Four.
video of it on my flip phone. 2 megapixels, baby.
I thought that thing caught on fire when you were doing that.
And did you go back? He did a trust fall
I did.
Yeah, definitely a trust fall.
into the ball pit.
Yeah. I couldn't do it, but I've got 5 kids, so I'm not going to risk it all.
You got all the balling you want.
Risk it all for... That's one way of putting it. Thanks, Judah. I'm trying to figure out where they keep coming from. And showing up at the doorstep.
Yep.
There's another one.
Maybe you should.
Yes, there's another one. Yeah. All right.
So last week we live streamed Fried Berry.
Fried burry.
So let me tell you, Jacob said to me, well, actually, before we even did our first episode, he was like, check out this trailer. We got to do this movie on one episode. He shows me the trailer, and I'm kind of like, I wasn't sold on it. He also said to me, what movie did you compare it to?
Eraserhead.
Eraserhead,
Yeah.
a David Lynch film.
Yep.
And I do not like that movie
No.
at all. So
yeah.
I was like, oh.
Why? Can you explain just a little bit why you don't like that? It's just too weird.
It is
it's
too
too
weird.
vague.
When it got to, for those of you who have watched it, there's this baby, and then the baby gets sick. It's all weird and deformed.
It's very much. It's the baby off of PT. For those who have played PT, it's the baby in the sink. The same thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah, that kind of reminds me. Anyway, it really, for some reason, it disturbed me a lot, and I stopped watching it after that point. And
It
I was
takes
like,
a lot to disturb you.
I know. It's
Which
like
is
when
kinda
Gabe took his
interesting.
shirt off the other week.
And showed us his 4th nipple. Very disturbing.
You did not seem disturbed last week. So
Did
I don't
not
know.
seem to stare. I could not
I
stare.
can't read you. You're hard to read.
You're hard to read.
Yeah.
So I stopped watching at that point, but that's like almost like an hour and a half into the movie when the baby shows up.
Yeah, it's a really long. It's very long. Yeah.
But and none of it made sense. It's like I couldn't connect anything.
It's just a little too artistic.
I gave
essentially.
up on it.
Yeah.
So this movie is way better than Eraserhead in my mind because this at least makes sense.
Hey, that's all that matters, baby.
Okay, so before we get started, let's just run this trailer.
There's something special about you, man. I can see it. I can feel it, man. You're on a mission. Just like me.
Fuck, you're ugly. But I'll be ugly about you, and you're gonna give me nightmares.
So what are you doing here, man? How did they catch you?
You did something bad.
How many kids, hey? You said fuck. 5, 10, 20, 35, 100. 100 fucking kids. Jesus. Sick. Sick fucking.
Just come out here. What's in your grip, Barry? Come, Larry. Come. You're on a mission. You're more important than us. You have to save your...
I really dig this music, by the way.
Oh yeah. That makes the movie look very cohesive. Much more cohesive than the actual movie is. And if you go into it looking at that going, "Oh, I got this plot." It's not no. But it's great.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
So I picked that trailer because it has that scene where that guy says, "You are really ugly."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad because the guy's appearance, he looks like he's lived a rough life, and
He fits the bill. He fits the bill for this role. 100%. And again, this is not. I have no idea anything about Gary Green whatsoever.
Gary Green plays Fried Barry. In the movie.
And he is. It's very hard to get any information on him, even though he's got a list on IMDb.
He does.
But yeah, he definitely fits the bill for this, and I think that's kind of the. It's kind of you get typecast. I think he's been typecast for sure. He's one of those guys. It's hey, we need a zombie.
Yes, exactly.
Or we need a drug addict.
A drug addict. And so I was feeling bad at the fact that I kind of had this initial thought of, wow, that guy is brutal looking. By the time the movie was done, I told Jacob that his looks kind of grew on me. And he didn't look as intense as I originally thought. But can you go to the cast and crew, Gabe, and let's look at Gary Green's bio. Although he has no formal training in acting, Gary and director Ryan Kruger have collaborated on a number of small projects over the years because of Gary's iconic and striking appearance. If that is not
that's
spin,
that's some magic there.
That's
some marketing magic right there. I mean, the guy doesn't have eyebrows. It's iconic for sure. Iconic, I kind of think of like Kim Kardashian or something. People who've become famous because of their looks.
Being famous for being famous.
Yeah, and Gary Green, I just don't see him, partying with those people. But hey,
I love. They're like, we got to find the nicest way ever to say, this guy looks rough.
Yeah, this is one interesting looking dude.
Iconic and striking.
Striking.
Those are some words that you could use.
No.
There he is. He doesn't look so bad in this photo, honestly.
No.
Okay, you can get rid of that.
But I mean, he did a fantastic job for not having any formal training whatsoever. I mean, again, there are very few lines, very much like what's his name? Gosh.
In Willy's Wonderland.
In Willy's
yeah,
Wonderland, but I think now I know why. It's a little bit different reasoning. But I think he did a fantastic job in this, especially for being a C movie. Mm-hmm. Straight to Shudder. No.
Which the trailer doesn't really help give you the synopsis, but what it is this druggie gets abducted by aliens.
Yeah, terrible father. He's out on his own. He's chasing the red dragon, as any other addict would know, and essentially everything else is doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Him getting high is what matters. So
he gets taken. One question for me is the synopsis says that he is like possessed, or the alien like takes over his mind and then has the human experience through Barry, as Barry's in the back seat. Kind of a thing. But I had a question. There's that scene in the whole abduction scene. They keep showing this like weird, like almost not human formation that it looks like just a plastic human that's its face is like
where it starts breathing in and it's like
And I was wondering if maybe
they made him.
Did they make like a duplicate?
Yeah.
And they went into the duplicate and then went out and lived it.
That's what it seemed like. That's what I thought originally, until the scene where he's in the water. The water's red, and he's like screaming. He's trying to get out. Where it kind of shows he's trapped in his own mind.
Yes.
His own body. So
I was also picking up on that. Okay.
Yeah. Backseat driver.
Which, before we get any further, I do want to mention this is a horror show, and most horror movies have some form of nudity or sexuality in it.
There is a lot,
and this one is chock full of it.
Oh yeah, Barry seems to have just this primal. I don't know.
He's exuding
the pheromones.
pheromone.
Are just. I mean, every single woman and man that are into that just cannot resist Barry, despite his striking appearance.
Well, I would call it iconic, but I don't want this show to be smut. But there are some adult topics we're going to have to bring up here. You are aware that this started off as a short film, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, short. Yes. Short
so it was first presented to the world as a short film. It won like 12 awards, from what I hear.
Which is wild.
Yeah, it is. after knowing that it was a short film first, I almost feel like it lends itself better to a short film. No offense to Ryan Krug, because I think he does pull off a movie that is, good.
Interesting through all the way through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely, and which brings me to, I'm not sure I would call it horror. I mean,
That's
if,
fair.
If
Maybe
there really,
sci-fi.
it is sci-fi, but if there really was just a category called cult classics, a cult classic, I would put this here.
Sure.
But it can't become a cult classic until it
Has its own genre.
Yeah, until it.
So what
becomes a
other
cult.
movies would you put in there with cult classic? Just so
I don't
comparables.
know. I would say the Evil Dead
Okay.
goes into cult classic.
Sure. Okay.
Eraserhead, even though
Yeah.
I hate it, that's a cult classic.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
stuff
not
like
sure
that.
what genre. I think that was under horror also.
It is.
Yeah, and it's not. I mean, it's more disturbing. How about that? What about disturbing
Yeah,
or shocking?
It is. It's just.
yeah.
So yeah, he does the short. There's like this outcry from fans that are like, "We want more." Apparently, he got tons of fan art just sent to him, which is so. I can't imagine just seeing something that I like and then being like, "I'm gonna draw something. I'm gonna send it to the creator."
Well, hey man, we going back a few weeks ago with the Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff like that. What is it? Rule 62, Gabe?
34. I
34.
believe.
Okay, sorry.
Rule 34.
Rule 34. Yeah, there's always gonna be fan art.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait for our first fan art. No shipping, damn it.
Yeah.
No shipping.
No, yeah, that's not Rule 34. But anyways.
Okay. So let's pull up this interview, a snippet of an interview that Ryan is having with somebody.
Days, I wrote a scene breakdown. There is no screenplay for the movie. There's no screenplay. It's literally, I wrote a scene breakdown in 3 to 4 days. A month later, we were shooting the movie. So the great thing about this movie is the whole movie is it's all improv. Everything is improv.
Okay.
So in
Stop.
the scene will be like, okay, this is what's going to happen.
First off, I didn't know Ryan was like UK.
He is.
Yeah.
But he moved down to South Africa. This is a South African movie for those of you who do not know.
Not Australian, which we were thinking.
That is correct.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I knew that the playwright had been done in 72 hours.
No,
I
he
think I read.
said there was no screenplay.
Well, the plan, I guess, the breakdown of the scenes was like in 72, which just blows me away that it's improv. I mean, like what we're going to be talking next in a next scene is it just blows my mind that this is all improv. So
okay, that leads me to, I mentioned earlier that I reached out to Ryan and he got back to me. When I saw that interview and he says that there's no screenplay, that he just had scenes and then it was all improv, I was like, how do you have so, which this makes me laugh because you were like, this movie seems way more, the trailer makes it seem way more cohesive than the movie.
yeah.
I asked him, I was like, how, if everything's improv and there's no script, how do you get something so cohesive? Because compared to Eraserhead, I thought it was very cohesive.
Oh yeah. Eraserhead made no sense. I mean, David Lynch, mind you, one of the greats. Eraserhead, just for me, I'm not a huge fan of it either, and it was just too vague, I guess. Yeah. So I'd be more believing that would be something that had no, script to it than this. So
Well, okay, so yeah, when I saw that, I was like, okay, this kind of makes sense
yeah.
now based on what. Okay, so I reached out to him, and this is what I asked him. I was doing my homework to speak intelligently about your movie. I'm
Yeah.
trying to,
Yeah. Yeah.
I lost
You
my
gotta
smile.
suck up.
yeah, and give a little behind the scenes info. I watched a video interview, which we just watched, and you said there was no screenplay written for Fried Berry, just scene breakdowns, all improv. I don't see how you could have an end product so cohesive working like that.
Yeah.
So he got back to me within an hour, which was insane.
That blows my mind. Yeah. I mean, that's great.
This is his response. First, hey, glad you enjoyed the film. The film didn't have a screenplay, but a scene breakdown, and then I'd write as we went, so it wasn't improvised. All the dialogue I wrote and spent time on. Okay?
Okay.
So then it says certain short stuff was loose or improv, as I do a take and say, let's try this.
Gotcha.
Then it says, as for Gary Green, Friedberry, he was my puppet. He's not an actor, so I had to work with him very closely to get what I wanted exactly. And there was no improv his side, as I needed to get what I needed from him, as the movie relied on his character.
That's so interesting after hearing that interview, where it seems like it was actually a lot more work was put into it than he wants to be seem like there was.
Yeah.
Which, I don't understand why that would be, but it's very interesting. Yeah.
So anyway, there's that. I did ask him some other things, which I guess I'll kind of get into that. When we were watching it, again, mentioned this movie is filled with sexuality.
Oh yeah.
So I asked him about, let me see here.
That drives this movie, by the way. I want that to be kind of like, I want to put that out there. Like the plot seems to be driven by this sexual tension with Barry and everybody else.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I made this reference when we were watching the movie, but Jacob isn't an X-Files fan. But for those of you out there who know, there's a big part of the mythos of the X-Files is this black oil, this living black oil. So when we're watching this movie and you see Barry's semen several times, Barry's baby batter, and Barry's baby batter
coming to you in stores.
Is black.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of laughed inside at the thought of this whole time in the X-Files, it's really just been
Barry's
alien.
just jizzing everywhere.
Exactly. That's what. So I asked him. I was like, "Is it possible that Friedberry and the X-Files are in the same universe?" And his response was, "Okay."
Did you say because of this? Did you give him why?
Yes,
Okay.
That whole explanation I gave to you, I gave to him, and he goes, "Oh, and the alien come. I just decided for it to be black." Not related to X-Files. Reminds me more of Jurassic Park with the when the dinosaur spat the black at the guy, the black stuff at the guy.
Okay. Yeah.
So I wanted to,
and that's why it would burn. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabe, can you pull up that Jurassic? Let's do a scene by scene comparison.
Okay. Let's do this.
Okay.
Great. Oh God, I love him. Damn it, Barry.
Okay, that's it. You can stop right there.
Damn it, Barry.
Oh my gosh, that movie came out in 1993?
Yeah, man.
Holy crap.
Yeah, you're old.
Shut up. I hate you. I loved that movie. Okay, now let's go to Friedberry. Yeah, that's one. Now this is the scene. This is the comparison.
God, this is awful.
I apologize to all, but this is it. Here we go.
Shield your children's eyes.
What's your name, man?
Go Barry. Go Barry. Just
Right
like
place.
Go Barry.
Right.
Go Barry. Right this place.
So, okay, you can stop there. So
Thank you, Gabe.
there you go. His inspiration for that scene was the Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park.
That's such an innocent, yeah, that's great. That makes sense. I mean, and that makes total sense. Yeah.
I know. After he told me that,
did you see how Barry just ran off in that scene? By the way, like he was like, "Oh crap!"
Well, at this point, I don't think he still doesn't really understand what's going on with his body because he's the alien, just kind of like living it out.
Which makes me again going back to making the double. I almost wonder if Barry was trapped, like on the spaceship or something like that, rather than in his own mind, simply because the anatomy does not make sense from that standpoint. Like if you were to
why would that
download your
transform?
brain,
Yeah, okay.
versus the body, like the fluids, you're not going to have.
You are completely right.
You're not going to have burning black jizz if you just take somebody's body over.
You are completely correct. That you know what?
Or
That does.
or DNA.
Yeah.
As the other scene shows later on in the video.
That definitely does lend more to the credence that they made
A second berry.
a second berry.
There's 2 berries.
Yeah.
That's great. More
Okay.
berries.
It made me laugh at the thought that potentially this whole time in the X-Files that the black oil was just alien jizz. But then when he told me it was the Dilophosaurus was what inspired him, I had a whole new vision that really just cracked me up. Like, you know how the Dilophosaurus skin called? I envisioned like the foreskin of a penis.
Of Barry. Barry's foreskin coming out.
Just going,
like, shooting him.
"Rah!" shooting
No.
on that guy.
No, that would be awful.
You see?
Yeah, I think that would play well into the fried berry condom commercial. Speaking of, I don't know if that's something we can go into or not, but
Do we have time? Can we pull that up?
yeah, I think this would be great for our viewers.
Oh, hello, big boy. Voel jij lekker vanavond? I know just what you need.
Fuck yes.
Now available in our favorite flavors. Fishy, egg,
Ugh.
bologna, and of course, yeast.
Oh,
Extra slimy, extra rough, extra itchy. Better to be safe than to be a daddy. Here's what is. Have you got yours?
yours. I wonder if you can get your hands on those.
Dude, how much time do we have? Because, bro, I got this. There is merch, dude. Check this out. Gabe, pull up the merch, please.
Wait, there's fried berry merch?
Check this out.
Oh, fucking no.
Yes. First, go back. Just click
Sold
on
out,
the.
of course. Damn it.
No, wait. Don't go to home. Go to merch. Click on the merch. See it? Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
And just kind of, this is all, everything, just kind of scroll for us to get a,
What? Fried
look.
berry hot sauce. Okay, cool. Normal.
yeah, toilet
Fried
paper.
skate deck.
Uh-huh.
Okay, toilet paper. Oh, you can.
Condom.
Oh, there were condoms.
It's sold out. Yeah, they really did. So this is what I love. This movie was crazy, but the fact that they have merch and they made commercials for this stuff, I love it. It's like ingenious.
Yeah, marketing wise, this is fantastic.
It
The
is.
bathwater. The
Please.
bathwater is very
Look, it's sold out.
OnlyFans.
But check out the bathwater, and please, Gabe, if you would, if I don't want to put you on the scene, but please read the whole description for me, if you would. Do it in your best radio voice. Go for it. Do it.
Not for human consumption. Backed by popular demand, fried berry bathwater is the purest expression of berry's essence currently available on the market. We know it's tempting, but do not drink this product. Oh my gosh.
Keep going. Keep
I
going.
can't.
Unfiltered and unadulterated. How do you say that?
Yeah, unadulterated.
yeah.
You're good.
This is 100% pure berry bathwater, locally and responsibly sourced. Legally, we must implore you to avoid drinking this divine nectar, but maybe just a sip is fine. Exquisitely aged, contains notes of
I don't know what that is.
Borrowers.
borrowers and unearthly flavors. You and I both know you're going to drink it. It's fine. Just love yourself.
Is that not great? I love this movie. I love Gary Green and Ryan Kruger simply for this.
For the bathwater.
Yes.
Hey, Gabe, who did that? Who did the bathwater? What was her name? Belle Delphine, by the way, was her name. Bathwater.
Oh, bathwater?
Yeah.
That's what I was. Okay, that plays right. Well, we were just talking about that. Gabe, start bottling your bathwater.
Gabe, start taking a
It's
bath.
a demand. I don't. Yeah. What if I don't take baths? I don't know.
Hey, Gabe,
Yo.
you can make up for your horrible job right now. Take us to the IMDb, Gary, please. So I'm looking and I see fried berry under the title Alien Dick. Can we please click on Alien Dick, my friends?
So this was two.
No, that's
this was,
Resident
This
Evil.
was 2 years after.
Is
This
this
was
okay?
Yeah. He got it.
Scroll down. Thank you. I don't know what it must be like. Keep scrolling down to the keep scrolling.
Street trash.
Right here. Did you know Gary Green has a cameo playing Fried Berry as a captured alien in the government lab?
Huh. How long is this movie?
It says it's a short.
Yeah.
Scroll back up to
Could
the
be
top,
10
sir.
minutes, so. Street trash.
Have you ever seen Street Trash? Does
No.
it tell the length of this?
7
7
minutes.
minutes.
No, I have seen Street Trash. Overall thoughts.
I think the lighting was very good. For this being an indie film, I thought the effects that were in there
Mm-hmm.
were decent.
Practical effects,
Yes.
mind you.
The crane work when they sucked Barry up into the spaceship.
Oh, I loved that, man. I love that scene.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of joking.
I didn't. I loved that, man.
No, they did a good job, but it was
Just the red.
Yeah. it was simple, just crane work and wires and
Whatever.
everything.
You
but it
know,
works.
I'm simple-minded, so
As I mentioned before, I don't think this is like a first date girlfriend type movie.
by God, no. You will get broken up
This
with.
is not a share with your young children movie. This is a broing it movie.
This is
and having fun.
Take your parents and go watch a movie. This is a great movie for Christmas.
Dude, your dad shared Castle Freak with you, so maybe.
Yeah, with my dad. Yeah. Well, thanks, Pop. I do appreciate. I mean, we had some good times watching those movies, man. It was great.
So I guess I would say it's weird. This isn't necessarily something I would have picked out for myself to watch alone. Doing this, I found it entertaining. This, of course, we're only like 4 episodes in, but I felt that getting the background and history and little tidbits behind the scenes was the most fun so far
Yeah.
I've had for doing the reviews.
Yeah.
It was really awesome that
There's
Mr.
just a lot of
Kruger
lore.
reached out. I mean, he didn't reach out. What did you say?
There's a lot of lore.
There is.
behind it.
Well, not only that. I mean, there's tons of fan art out there. The merch, it's just so funny.
It's so well done. It's so well done, and you can tell this is a love piece, despite it being like totally just wild ride. You can tell that he put a lot of love into it, which sounds weird, talking about practically a horror or porn. You know,
I think we're gonna call it.
porn.
No, we're gonna call it hobo. What is it? There's black exploitation, sexploitation. We're gonna call it hobo exploitation.
Hobo exploitation.
That's what this is.
There we go. But yeah, I loved it, man. It was my favorite so far, and it was. I mean, we talked about this before, where we watched Hilarious, I think it was.
Yes.
And it was good. It was okay, but it was nothing that we could sit here and actually talk about. And like that would be such a boring time with your friends to sit there and go, yeah, okay, not bad, whatever. You know, this was good enough. You had a lot to talk about, man. I mean, there's just, it's a wild ride. I give it a 7 out of 10 in IMO. IMO. IMO,
What is IMO?
in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm reaching out to the Zoomers. out
Gotcha.
there.
Gabe,
Yeah.
is that what that means?
Yeah, that's exactly what that means.
Okay, thank you. I had to
No,
check
no
with
cap.
the local.
No cap.
No cap dog.
No cap. You're acting real sus.
Very sussy.
That's been around for a long
Super
time.
sus. No cap.
So, anyway,
Busted.
okay. I don't think I can give it a numerical
Oh, come on.
rating.
Ah,
No.
boo. Boo.
Both of you just shut the F up.
Boo. Okay, Dad. Damn.
But I can say, I can recommend it. Look, I'm looking at it from different perspectives.
Okay, hey.
I would recommend it to people who enjoy horror films or weird sci-fi.
Cult, like you said earlier. Culty.
type
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Just so that you can at least be in the conversation.
Yes, because all your friends are going to be talking about fried berry. Go back to school. Go back to your workplace. And if
Around the
you're-
water
and
cooler.
yes, if you haven't watched it,
Chat it
you're-
up with
you
the
are going to-
receptionist.
you are going to be
So,
out of the loop.
What'd you think about fried berry?
fried berry? You want to come over and watch it? I have it on the projector. I'm going to put it up on the walls.
So I would recommend it to those people.
Yeah.
To just the regular run-of-the-mill kind of, I like Final Destination kind of horror. I would probably say it's not your cup of tea.
Oh, no. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know where you were going with that. I was like, oh, those guys wouldn't like it. at
No,
all.
exactly.
Yeah, no.
You Disney fans, not for you.
You Skinamarink fans?
Oh God! Shout out to my cousin who Brianna who introduced me to that.
Sorry, Brianna.
Woo!
Hey, what's up? I might actually meet you in person, so I'm not going to say anything. Brianna,
She lives in
you
Cali.
rock.
She does.
She lives in where?
Cali.
Cali?
Cali, except she's not a weirdo.
She's not like,
Well-
oh my God, like, so.
No, she's weird, but for different reasons. Okay, that's it. Fried Berry. I would give a recommend to horror fans.
Yeah, like good old horror. Like, you've watched just about everything type.
Exactly.
So, hey, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us at Creepin' It Real. I'm Jake.
Judah and Gabe,
Gabe's going to be...
the
Gabe.
ball pit master.
Hey, he's busy bottling his bathwater. We'll catch you next time.
Yes. Oh, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. We want to know what your thoughts are of Fried Berry. Also, if you have suggestions about what movie, why are you looking at me like you're,
I'm listening.
you're scared?
I'm listening.
If you have any suggestions of movies that you think we haven't seen that you would like us to watch and review, we
Or
want
just
to
hang out
hear
with
it.
us. You guys watch the streams. Come hang out with us.
Yes, please.
So we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us.
Never watch Skinamarink.
And we've been Creeping It Real.
Yep. See ya.